Once the competitors leave al-attiyah, they will head further into the desert towards the city of Hayil. In between, they can expect large sandy hills with big drop-offs. Not quite dunes yet, but don't let that fool you. These are just as treacherous. For the third time on this Dakar, the road books were given out just 25 minutes before the start of the stage. This stage is a tale of two stories: fast, sandy tracks and dry riverbed in the first part, and then loose sand and large drop-offs in the second. There was even a special guest in Jutta Kleinschmidt, the only woman to ever win the Dakar, watching as the bikes rocketed away. The first Saudi Arabian Dakar is proving to be brutal for many of the top riders, as Sam Sunderland would be the latest to find out when he had a high-speed crash ending his rally. But as we often see on the Dakar, many competitors were first to the scene, stopped and helped the British rider till the medical teams arrived. This would unfortunately be the 5th time in 7 Dakars that Sunderland has had to retire. Luckily, he is not too badly injured. Sunderland wasn't the only crash today, as Johnny Aubert, who stopped to help the KTM rider earlier, would have a spill of his own. Thankfully, he was able to get up and keep going to finish in 16th place. One of the pleasant surprises of this year's Dakar has to be the American Skylar Howes, who continues to post fast times and keep the mistakes at bay. The laid-back rider is having a great time and proving why he belongs amongst the world's best. How about Dakar rookie Martin Micek, one of the world's best motocross riders? He may be bib 132, but he finished 22nd in the stage. Talk about learning fast. American Andrew Short has had numerous falls in the first 4 stages of the Dakar. So much so, he said he's running out of helmets. But he hasn't let this slow him down, as he kept the bike upright today to finish a stellar 3rd. A lot of his speed he attributes to the new roadbooks rules, which he is loving. Pablo Quintanilla continues to lead the charge for Husqvarna. The Chilean was 2nd on the stage today. He is definitely proving to be one to keep an eye on as we head toward the halfway point of the rally. And then there are shots like this. The top 5 riders of the rally flying along in a large sandy bowl, including American Ricky Brayback, who continues to be the overall leader. He's a part of a Honda quartet that is firing on all cylinders these first few days. And aside from his flamboyant riding style, you can tell Ricky's enjoying leading the rally, as he's been posting some hilarious things on his Instagram stories. He finished 4th of the day for his 4th top 5 finish. Even though he was right with them in the group, at the end of the day, they were all chasing Toby Price, who would go on to be the stage winner. This would move him up to 2nd overall, but now 9 minutes behind Ricky Brayback. So Price is going to need many more days like today if he wants to catch the American. After taking a fall at the end of stage 2, Ross Branch posted another top 10 finish. And despite winning the stage, Toby Price was riding with his teammate Sunderland on his mind. Jose Antonio Hinojo started as the overall leader, but this stage went badly for the Spaniard as he fell out of the top spot after losing 35 minutes. Meanwhile, local racer Saleh Al-Saif had one of the best performances of the day. He claims 4th place, easily his best effort so far. Defending champ Chaleco Lopez has struggled over the last few days. He was 15 minutes off the pace today, but still remains a threat to repeat as champion. Sergei Karyakin has worked hard on his mental approach entering this year's Dakar. Perhaps it's paying off. It's another top 5 finish for the Russian. Austin Jones and co-driver Kellen Walsh continue to be a formidable pairing. Jones took his Can-Am to 8th today and also took Mitch Guthrie Jr. along for a bit. Guthrie couldn't replicate his magic in stage 4. He ended up 12th after dropping 25 minutes to the stage winner. The sand tracks were fast, and Casey Curry took full advantage. He finished 7th in the stage, but gained time in the overall. Cyril Dupre and co-driver Mike Horn were knocked out of the rally due to a broken engine, but are still competing in the Dakar Experience class. And today they took the stage win by less than a minute. Poland's Aaron Domjala and Zimbabwe's Konrad Rottenbach finished 2nd and 3rd, while Blade Hildebrand turned in a 6th place finish. Eric Van Loon and his Dutch Toyota team had been going strong through the first 3 stages, until a roll yesterday cost them valuable time. Today, things get tougher. A little over 50 miles in the stage, mechanical problems force a stop for repairs. But quitting is not an option. In the Dakar, amateurs can compete against the best rally pros in the world, and Pierre Lachaume is holding his own. Last year, he was a teammate to the legendary Sébastien Loeb. This year, he's putting together solid runs. He goes 11th quickest today as he pushes for the overall top 10. Another dark horse continues to make noise. The terrain of Stage 5 plays in the hands of Mathieu Serradori and his buggy. He ends the day in 10th and has finished no worse than 11th through the first 5 days. If the Frenchman stays consistent, it'll surely pay off with a career best showing in the overall. As noted earlier, Fernando Alonso has had his struggles as a Dakar rookie, but today, a solid outing for him and co-driver Mark Coma in their Toyota. His 7th place finish is his 4th result inside the top 15. Now he just needs some more good luck. Another stage and another great run for Yazid Al-Raji, who's putting together his best Dakar to date in front of his countrymen. He led the times through the first 60 miles, and by day's end, he was right on the tail of the leaders, finishing 4th for the 2nd day in a row. This Dakar hasn't come easy for Stefan Pederhansel. The 13-time winner had an early puncture and stopped to change the tire. Then, during the second half of the stage, another slow puncture developed as he worked through the camel grass. Pederhansel had to persevere for 3rd place, although he did get to take part in an all-out blitz to the finish. Quite the scene for everybody, including one local that got a close-up view. Nasser al-Attiyah did all he could in Stage 5, even throwing his Toyota sideways down a massive dune. An incredible display of control. The defending champion was charging hard to keep up with Carlos Sainz in his Mini. But it wasn't enough. It's runner-up for him, along with dropping 3 minutes. Carlos Sainz once again proved why he's among the best in the world. He started the stage 3 minutes behind al-Attiyah and 6 minutes behind Pederhansel. Yet after 250 miles, he was leading against his main rivals. They are the Big Three, 18 Dakar titles between them, dashing across the desert. And on this day, Sainz won the fight. Orlando Terranova finished 5th, while another Saudi, Yassir Seidan, returned to the top 10. But up front, the top 3 have made it clear that this is their race to settle. From Elephant Rocks to the Dakar's mechanical elephants, as we take a look at some of the trucks in the field. The Tatra of Martin Soltris had a couple of troubles in this stage, but he remains in the top 10. Pascal Debar was also a little off the pace today on the sandy, bumpy tracks, the terrain not agreeing with his massive Renault. Yannis Van Castor and his De Roy crew are attempting to claw back time, but to no avail in this latest stage. Alex Laprice and his team in their Tatra had a solid day, coming home 5th. And Sierhai Vyazovic is still pushing as hard as his Maz will allow to beat the Kamaz onslaught, but to no avail as he would end up 4th. As the mighty Kamaz fleet are streaking away from Vyazovic, Andrei Karganov worked together with his teammates and retains the overall lead, coming home 3rd on the stage. Anton Shibalov was leading for much of the way, looking for a 2nd consecutive stage win. In the end, he was 2nd on the stage. So just how fast are these trucks? Well, Dmitry Sotnikov completed the stage in 4 hours and 12 minutes. Incredibly, that's just 20 minutes slower than the cars. This lightning fast time would give him the stage win and complete the Kamaz 1-2-3. Vyazovic falls to 3rd overall behind the Kamaz teammates, but is still within striking distance. In quads, Ignacio Casale has already opened up more than a 30-minute lead on his closest competitor. What a great showing for the Americans, including Ricky Brayback, who continues to lead in the motorcycles. Growing up watching this race, I never thought I'd see the day you'd have an American going for the overall win.